Log into Agency Central. On the home page, click Create New Quote. Select the Affordable Care Act under 65 option. Enter the zip code. If the zip code is only associated with one county, the county will auto-populate. If the zip code is associated with multiple counties, a county will need to be selected. Enter the primary applicant's date of birth, select the gender, and select the tobacco use answer. If no additional dependents need to be added, click Instant Quote. If additional dependents need to be added, click the plus symbol to display the fields to enter those additional dependents. Click Instant Quote. The plan preview page displays. In the upper left corner, the page displays how many plans are available for the zip code and county that were entered. If there are more than 30 plans available, the screen displays the first 30 plans. If additional plans need to be viewed, you can scroll down to the bottom of the page and click See More Plans to display the next 30 options or the remaining plans if less than 30 plans remain. On the left of the screen are some filtering options. The first section on the left is Who Needs Coverage. This area will display the age, gender, and tobacco use for any individuals that were entered in the beginning of the quoting process. If the client decides that additional dependents need to be added or removed, click the Edit option to add or remove additional dependents now. The next section is Reduce My Cost. Enter the household size in the appropriate field. Enter the annual income in the appropriate field. The system will redisplay the plans with an estimated APTC and adjust plan premiums based on the estimated APTC. On the left, there will now be a blue section that outlines the estimated APTC. The next section is the estimated tax credit details. After reviewing the plans, when the desired plan is identified, click Select on the desired plan. The Compare Plan screen displays some additional plan detail information. If the client decides to purchase this plan, click Checkout. The Select a Client screen displays. If this is a current client already in your system, locate and click on the client's name to save the application information to their client record. If this is a new client, click New Client to create a client record. Enter in the required information and click Save Client. The client record has been created and the application has been attached to their client record. The application displays on the first step Client Demographics. Some of the required information has been pre-populated based on the information entered either during the beginning of the quote or during the client creation step. Any additional required information not pre-populated must be filled in to proceed. Click Next. The next screen displays the link to healthcare.gov and the steps already taken in the beginning of the application process, as well as the steps that will be taken during the application process on healthcare.gov. Note, steps 4 and 5 are skipped when the agent is filling out the application using the side-by-side model started from Agency Central. However, since this list is the same list that the consumer sees if they are doing the application from the consumer side without help from the agent, steps 4 and 5 have been included. Click Continue Application on healthcare.gov. The system redirects the agent to healthcare.gov as the broker. The agent's FFM user ID is pre-populated in the username field. Enter the password associated with your FFM user ID. Click Login. Note, please be aware that your FFM password must be reset every 60 days. If you enter your password and it doesn't work, you may need to reset it with CMS. The What Would You Like to Do screen displays. To start a new application, select the appropriate year and state. Click Start Application. If you already started an application for this client, and are returning to complete the application, select Lookup Application. If you selected to start a new application and your client has a passive renewal application, you will enter the appropriate information to locate the application here. If this is a brand new client that has not previously been to healthcare.gov, click Start a New One. Click the I agree disclaimer, then click Take me to the application. Select either single or married. Select how many dependents will be claimed on your tax return. Select whether you estimate the client will make more than or less than $49,000. Click Continue. The question about people applying for coverage displays. Answer each of these questions as they pertain to the client's family dynamics. Click Continue. Click Next. Click Next again. Click I agree disclaimer. Click Save and Continue. The contact information screen displays. Enter the primary applicant's name, date of birth, email address, street address, city, state, and zip code. Select if the mailing address is the same as the home address. Enter the client's phone number. Select whether the client would like to receive online notices or paper notices. Then click Save and Continue. Verify the home address and click Continue. Select and answer a security question. This is used to allow only people with permission to view the client's application, then click Save and Continue. The Help Paying for Coverage screen displays. Select the first option if your client wants to see if they qualify for a tax credit, then click Save and Continue. Who needs coverage? Select the appropriate option for the client. Primary applicant only, primary and other family members, or other family members but not the primary. Then click Save and Continue. Each of these sections that you will now answer provides an edit option after the selections have been made. If no edits are needed, click Save and Continue. Family and Household section displays. Click Next, click OK. Select the primary applicant's gender. Click Save and Continue. Enter the primary applicant's Social Security number if desired. This is an optional entry. Answer yes or no to the Social Security card question, then click Save and Continue. If no Social Security number was entered, click Continue without Social Security number to proceed without the Social Security number, or click back to go back and enter the Social Security number. Race/ethnicity. Either select the appropriate selection or click Save and Continue to proceed without selecting an option. The next 3 questions are about the household. The answers for these questions are optional, but these are the questions that help determine if an applicant might qualify for another program such as CHIP or Medicaid. Answer each of these questions and click Save and Continue. Answer the American Indian or Alaska Native question and click Save and Continue. Answer the foster care questions and click Save and Continue. The next section is a summary review of the information entered in the previous sections. Review and make any necessary edits at this time. After any edits are made, or if no edits are needed, click Save and Continue. The next section is about income. Click Back to Income. Answer yes or no for income, then click Save and Continue. If you answered yes to the income question, select the type of income to add. If you select job, enter the name of the employer. Enter the income amount. Select the frequency of income, then click Save. Review the information, make any necessary edits, then click Save and Continue. Make the appropriate selection if the primary applicant pays for any of the identified deductions, then click Save and Continue. Verify the income amount entered, click Save and Continue. Review the income information, make any needed edits, Click Save and Continue. Review the income summary. Click Save and Continue. The additional information screen displays with a list of items you may need. Click Next. Answer the questions pertaining to enrolled in health coverage. Click Save and Continue. Answer the eligible for health coverage COBRA questions. Click Save and Continue. Answer the question about being eligible for health coverage or COBRA from another person. Click Save and Continue. If you entered income from an employer, the Tell Us More About the Employer You Identified will display. All fields on this screen are optional, with the exception of the phone number. Enter the employer phone number. Click Save and Continue. The next several questions are optional. You can answer each question or click Save and Continue to skip. You have now reached the Review and Sign portion of the application. Click Next. Please review the information you have entered into your application. Make any necessary edits. Click Save and Continue. Read and answer each of the next 3 statements. Click Save and Continue. The Sign and Submit screen displays. Read the statement and select the answer. Sign the applicant's name and click Submit Application. The eligibility results screen displays. Scroll to the bottom of the screen and click View Eligibility Results PDF. We recommend that you either print and save or download and save the actual eligibility results letter. Please review the eligibility letter. It contains the actual eligibility results for each person included on the application wanting coverage and applying for a tax credit. Close the eligibility letter, scroll down and click Return to Enrollment website. You are redirected back to your eBroker software for the final plan selection. The demographic information for all eligibility applicants will display. Any applicants that have been removed will also be identified as being removed by healthcare.gov and not included in the application. Review the APTC and CSR information. Make the tobacco use selection and click View Plan. The original plan that was selected during the quoting process displays. If the applicant is happy with the original plan, click Check Out to proceed. If the applicant would like to view other available plans, select Click Here to see other available plans. The list of plans available for their area will display. Click on the plan name to view that plan. The selected plan will display. Click Check Out to proceed with this new plan if desired. If this is not the plan the applicant wants, select the displayed plan to return the plan to the list of plans. If the applicant decides to keep the original selected plan, scroll to the top of the screen and click Check Out on the original displayed plan. Enter the applicant's name in the signature field. The system populates the current date field. Click Submit. Occasionally, due to the fact that healthcare.gov rounds their raw premium values to the nearest whole dollar, there may be a message that displays about the raw premium value being incorrect. The raw premium value will be updated with the actual raw premium value defined by the carrier, and the final individual responsibility will be identified. Occasionally, due to the fact that the actual subsidy may change during the application process, there may be a message that will display stating that the original subsidy amount of XXXXX was incorrect. The correct subsidy amount will be identified, and the final individual responsibility will be identified. Occasionally, due to the fact that the individual responsibility may change during the application process, there may be a message that will display stating that the individual responsibility was incorrect. The correct individual responsibility will be identified. Enter the applicant's name in the signature field again and click Accept Changes to complete the application. The Application Submitted Successfully screen displays. This is your confirmation that the application has successfully been accepted by CMS.